difference between sets and list and tuples. See here. See the set. How to define the set? How to create the set? Just variable name equal to flower braces. You need to use flower braces. In list, what you are going to do? You are going to use square brackets. Okay. Elements will be placed in the square brackets separated by commas. Okay, see, you can use integers, only integers, or you can use only float values. You can use mixed type of values also, like integer, float, sequences, all those things. Mixed values also you can use. Now see here, difference between sets and list. Here you need to use flower braces for sets. If you want to create set, you need to use flower braces. Inside flower braces, s equal to open flower brace, closed flower brace. Inside that you need to specify the elements separated by commas. Okay, you can give mixed values also, like string, integer, float, your wish. Here I am giving only integers. You can give mixed values also. See now, see here I have inserted 10, 20 and 30. But here these sets, what it will display, see here, unordered sets. Okay, it is nothing but here you have given the order like 10 comma 20 comma 30, but when you are displaying these sets, it will give some unordered list. Here see the output. You can see here, see the output, you will understand. Here how I created 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, here the order of creation is 10, 20, 30, 40, but see the output, you got unordered list, right? Sets will give unordered list. Okay, now see here how to access these elements. How to access these elements? Here in sets, you cannot access the elements using some indexes like this, s of 0, s of 1. Okay, in list, for example, just let us see list. List s equal to just list. I'm talking about list. Square brackets 10, 20, 30. Now, if you want to access element 10, how to access element 10? You need to use index. Index starts from 0, 1 to list. I'm talking about list, not set. I'm talking about list. Now, if you want to access element 10, you need to use variable name. What is the variable name? S, next square bracket, and then index. What is the index of 10? 0. Okay, index starts from 0. S of 0 means you are going to access element 10. S of 1 means you are going to access element 20. S of 2 means you are going to access element. S of 0 means you are going to access element 10. S of 1 means you are going to access element 20. S of 2 means you are going to access element 30. But coming to sets, you cannot access individual elements using slicing operator like this. S of 0 you cannot access. Remember that. And you will get unordered list. If you are created like this 10, 20, 30, 40, see the output how it got. See, 40 came first, right? 40 came first. Next 10, 20, 30, it will give unordered list. And you cannot access individual elements. Okay. Using slicing operator, you cannot access 10, 20, 30, 40. Individual elements you cannot access in set. Now see, next point. Next point is it will not allow duplicate elements. See, for example, see here another example. Here, how it is created? S equal to open flower brace. Open flower brace. You need to use open flower brace for set. 10 comma 20. See, you can give integers, floats, mixed values also you can give. Here I am using only integers. 20, 30 comma 30 comma 40. See here. Here I have defined, here I have created duplicate elements. 30, again I have given 30. Now sets will not allow duplicate elements. See the output, I am printing this set. See here, see the output, I am printing the set. Here, see, remember that here I have created like order 10, 20, 30, 30, 40. Okay. What is the order here I have given? First I have created 10, next 20, next 30, 30, 40. Here it will not display in this order which you have given. Okay, it will display some unordered list, sorry, unordered elements in which you have created. It will not give in that order. First I have created 10, it will not give first 10. Okay, some unordered. Now see here, I'm talking about duplicate elements, right? Set will not allow duplicate elements. See the output here, 30 is printed only once. Only once. 30 is printed only once. But here I have created 30 comma 30. Two elements, two duplicate elements I have given. But here output you are printing S. S is nothing but it is a set variable. Okay, is a set variable. I'm printing, sorry. Yes. See, I'm printing S. S is a variable, right? Set variable. I'm printing it. See, what is the output? It has shown. What is the output? Just 30 is printed only once. So sets will not allow duplicate elements. If you are giving duplicate elements, it will display only one element. Once again, once again, see here, first point. First point is sets are here. How to create these sets? You need to use open flower brace and close flower brace. Inside that, you need to give elements separated by commas. Next point. Next point. You cannot access individual elements. You cannot access individual elements like S of 0, 0th index element. You can't get. You cannot access individual elements. Okay. Next point. It will not allow duplicate. Okay, already here written. See, next point. It will not allow duplicate elements. Only once it will display the duplicate elements. Okay. Now I will execute and I will show you. You will understand it. Let us see it. Let us see. I'm executing in Python ID. Oh, just wait. I'm executing in Python IDLE. Okay. Okay, let us see. S equal to variable, some variable. I'm giving some variable. S equal to open flower brace. I'm giving like this. See, 10 comma 2.5. I'm giving mixed values. So you can give like this also. 2 comma 2.5 comma. I'm giving string. Okay. I'm giving string. Okay. See here. I'm displaying. I'm going to display it. I'm going to display it. Now again, A equal to open flower brace 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay. Now I'm displaying it. See here, unordered list. You got some unordered list. Here I have created first. What is the order I have given? 10, 20, 30, 40. But see here, what is the output you got? 40, 10, 20, 30. It will give some unordered list. Next. Let us give duplicate elements. Okay. Just wait. Just wait. Please wait for 2 minutes. It's not responding. Wait for 2 minutes. I'm opening Python ideally. Okay, see, S equal to some duplicate elements I will give. 10 comma 20 comma 20 comma 30. Enter. Yes, I'm displaying S variable. See here, no duplicate elements, right? 20 20 are duplicate elements. Here it is displayed only once. So sets will not allow duplicate elements. Now, just wait. Now let us see the membership operators. Okay. Some points I'm going to explain some points. See here, you know that it will not allow duplicate elements. Now, here how I am defining another set I am defining. See here, I am creating as a equal to 10 comma. Here I am giving some sequence. It's nothing but string. I am giving some string. Integer. I have given integer and then I am giving string. Lavanya. Double quotes. Okay, string must be placed in double quotes only. Remember that. Now I'm giving. See here. I'm giving some list. See 10 comma Lavanya. Next I'm giving list. Inside set I'm giving another list. Something like 1 comma 2. What you will get? You will get error. Let us see it. Why we are getting error? I'll explain. Enter. See here, you got type error. Okay, you got type error. Why? Why? Because here set. This is a list, right? This is a list. I have given list like this 1 comma 2. Inside set, I have given another list. Here, you know that list is mutable, right? What is meant by mutable? Anyone can answer? What is meant by mutable? ఎవరైనా ఆన్సర్ చేయగలరా? What is meant by mutable?
We can
We can
change, ma'am.
change, ma'am.
Yes, 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 very good. See, mutable means you can change if you want to update the values like 1 comma 2, if you want to add, if you want to delete, or if you want to in zeroth index, for example. See here, just wait. See, for example, I took like this L equal to 1 comma 2. Now, see, zeroth index contains 1, first index contains 2, right? If you want to change L of 0 equal to some 20 in zeroth index, what it will be there? 20 comma 2. You can update it. You can change the values. So this is mutable. Mutable means you can change. Now, here set is not mutable. It is immutable. I'm talking about set. See here, set is immutable. You cannot change. Immutable, you cannot change. So you cannot give mutable elements, mutable objects. Okay, see, inside set you can give integer value. Inside set you can give sequences like string. Okay, so string is immutable, right? You cannot change. See, for example, just wait. For example, yes, I will take string. See, something like L equal to Lavanya. L equal to Lavanya. You know that zeroth index contains L, okay, and zeroth index, first index contains A, second index contains B, so on. Now, if you want to update zeroth index value, see, L of 0 equal to, if you are giving something like V, something V, you cannot update it because string is immutable. You cannot change the values. Once you have created, you cannot change the values, right? So in set, You can give only immutable objects. Here 10, value 10 will be, see in Python, all the values are considered as an object only. So in set, you can give immutable objects only. You cannot give mutable objects like list. List is a mutable object, right? You cannot give. Now tuple is immutable, right? See, remember that what are immutable objects? Once again, immutable. You need to remember this. Mutable, immutable. Immutable, you cannot change. See, integer value. For example, if you create a 10, you cannot change the 10, right? Okay, you cannot change it. It is immutable. Integer. Next, float. Float, complex. Next, string. Next, tuple. Okay, tuple. See, tuple is a read only. Tuple is a read only. You cannot change all these values. So, you can give these values in set. All immutable values you can give in this set. Okay. Now, see here. You got error, right? Why you got error? Because you have given list which is a mutable object. Okay, you cannot give mutable objects. Now, see here, s equal to, once again, I'm giving tuple. I'm giving tuple. A equal to, see at bottom, I'm typing, see at bottom, A equal to, open flower brace, 10, comma, 20, comma, Lavanya, comma, here I am giving some tuple 1, comma 2, comma 3. See, remember tuple must be, you must be create tuple in open square bracket and close square bracket. Not square bracket, I'm sorry, open bracket and close bracket. Square bracket must be given for list. Sorry. Now see here, comma 20, right? Comma 10, comma 20, comma Lavanya. Next, now I will display it. A. See here, you got unordered, right? It is not in an order in which you have entered. Here I have entered like 10 first, next 20 next. But here, display, see the output. See here, I have displayed it 10. First you got, next you got tuple. Here I have given tuple last. See, it will give unordered list. Now see here, I will, if you want to check length of the set, you need to use len function. len of A. Okay, I am passing A. A contains 10, 20, 11 and a tuple. Length of A. See here, it has given 4. It is showing as 4 elements. See, 10 is one element, right? 20 is another element, right? Lavanya is another element, and it is taking this tuple as another element. Not 1, 2, 3 as some individual elements. Okay, it is taking 10 as an element, 20 as an element, Lavanya as an element, and it is taking whole tuple as one element. So you got length is 4. That means 4 elements. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are there. See, you are getting length as 4. How to find length of the set? len function. Okay. Now, let us see membership operator. You know membership operator, right? Anyone can answer my question? What are membership operators? Membership operators. See, please revise the topics what I have explained in the class. What are membership operators? Anyone? Anyone can answer my question? What are membership operators? See, membership operators. No one is answering my question. You're not revising, right? You're not at all revising. Okay, see here. I'm going to explain membership operators in, not in. Now, say S equal to open flower brace 10 comma same thing 20 comma I'm giving Lavanya. Enter. Now, if you want to test whether Lavanya is present in the set or not, okay, which string? Lavanya is present in this set or not, S or not. You need to use membership operator to test in. Okay, see, I'm giving like this. Lavanya, a string you must specify in double quotes. Lavanya in S. Here in is nothing but membership operator. In is a membership operator. In is a membership operator. Okay. Here what I have specified A is a set variable. Set variable. What it contains? It contains a 10, 20, Lavanya. Okay. Now I am testing whether Lavanya is present in that set or not. In, you need to use membership operator in. Now let us see what is the output you will get. Enter. A is not okay. Yes, right. I need to be sorry. Lavanya. Yes. Lavanya in S. See here, S equal to 10, 20, Lavanya I have given. A I didn't define, I'm sorry. Lavanya in S. Whether Lavanya is present in S or not. See here, true. You got true, right? Yes, Lavanya is present in this set S. S equal to 10, 20, Lavanya. Okay. Now, okay, 40 in, whether 40 is present, whether the element 40 is present in set variable S or not. Let us see it. 40 in S. See here. See, S contains only 10, 20, Lavanya. 40 is not present in S. What is the output you will get? Let us see it. Enter. False. False, right? See, membership operator will return either it is a true or false. If it is present, if that element is present in the S, if that element is present in S is a variable, set variable, it will give true. If that element is not present in S, it will give false. Okay. This is a membership operator you can use with set. Now, let us see operations. What are the operations you can perform on this set? What are the operations you can perform on this set? Let us see it. See, remember that individual elements you cannot access from this set using slicing operator. And also, inside set, you cannot give or you cannot create or you cannot insert mutable objects. Only you can give immutable objects like integers, float, string, and tuple. Remember that. Now let us see what are the operations you can be performed on this set. Okay. See the Venn diagrams. First I will draw the Venn diagram. This is x1. This is x2. x1 contains 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see here. x1 contains 1, 2, 3. See the Venn diagram. x1 contains 1, 2, 3. Now I am going to explain what are the operations you can be performed on this set in Python. See, x1 contains 1, 2, 3. x2 contains 3, 4, 5. Here, what is the common object? 3, right? See the Venn diagram now. Let us see. I will execute and I will show you. x1 equal to open flower brace 1, 2, 3. x2 equal to open flower brace 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, now let us see some of the operations. First operation, union. Okay, x1 union x2, what it will give? It will give all the elements. Okay, all the elements. Let us see. I will first execute and I will show you. Now, see, to do this operation, here you need to give operator. Okay, this operator you need to specify x1 and this operator and x2. See here, which operator? This one. Our operator you need to provide. See, I will execute and I will show you. x1, x1 and the operator or operator x2. x2. Here or operator, what you are doing or operator, you are performing union. What is the output you will get? See, let us see it. See, all the elements, right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will give all the elements present in the sets. Here, 3 is present. See here, 3 is present in x1 and 3 is present in x2, right? It will display only once. Okay, remember that it will not display like 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. No, it will display repeated elements only once. See the Venn diagram and see the output here. You will understand. It will display union. If you want to perform union in set, you need to use OR operator. x1 or operator x2. Here you can use another method. You can use operator and you can use function also. Here you can use union function. How to do it? x1 dot union method. In that you can pass x2. Okay. In this you can pass x2. See, you can do this union operation in two ways. First way is you can use operator or operator you can use, and next one is you can use union function. I will say what is the difference between this operator and union function. Okay, let us see it. First, let us see what is the output you will get. See, same output, right? Union. Okay, same output you got. All the elements. Repeated elements will be displayed only once. Now let us see what is the difference of using this operator and using this union. Now in union function you can pass x1 dot union. You can pass immutable object. You can pass immutable objects like tuple, integers and strings. You can pass it float. What it will do? Okay, union function, see, Lavanya, I am passing Lavanya. Double quotes close. What this Lavanya is? Lavanya is a string, right? LAVANYA. You are passing string in the C at the bottom. I'm typing at the bottom. See here, x1 dot union. Inside that parenthesis, what the argument I have passed? I have passed a string. Okay, Lavanya, LAVANYA. I have passed it. What this union function will do means it will convert this Lavanya into set. Okay, that is the difference between this operator and using this method. Okay, here in operator you cannot pass any other except set. You cannot pass any other objects, but in union you can pass immutable objects. This union will convert whatever you have passed, Lavanya have passed, that into set. Okay, let us see here. See here, see the output you got. All the elements are, you got all the elements, right? Union. Now intersection. Let us see intersection. See here, intersection means common elements you are going to get. For intersection, you need to use which operator? I will execute and I will show you. x1 and x2. x1 and x2. See, you got 3, right? End operator. For intersection, you need to use which one? 1 second. See, Venn diagram. I'm drawing Venn diagram. 1 second. Just wait. x1, x2, 1, 2, 3 is a common element, right? 4, 5. Here you are going to use AND operator if you want to intersection common elements. If you want to display the common elements, then you need to use which one? AND operator. For union, you need to use OR operator. Okay, remember? Now, see here. What is the output? You got 3. 3 is a common element, right? Now you can use method. What is that method? Intersection. x1 dot intersection. Intersection function. Inside that, you are going to pass x2. I'm going to pass x2. See, enter. Intersection means it will give common elements. Now, you can do using operator, AND operator, and you can use using intersection. Okay. Now, what is the difference between this method? In method, you can pass. In method, you can pass any iterable objects, immutable objects. What this method will do? Whatever you have passed. Okay. See here. This one. I'm talking about this one. Here, in this function, you can pass set. You can pass set. You can pass string. You can pass string. Whatever you have passed, you can pass integers. You can pass tuples. You can pass float. Whatever you have passed, it will convert into set. Okay. Now, let us see next operation. Next operation is a difference. Let us see the difference. x1 minus x2. What you will get? x1 minus x2. You're excluding x2. Okay. x2 contains 3, 4, 5. You're excluding it. What is the answer? You will get x1 minus x2. Only 1, 2. See the Venn diagram. You will understand. Difference. x1 minus x2. You here all the elements of x2 are excluding. Okay. You will get, what is the output? You will get only 1, 2. See the Venn diagram. You will understand. You will get only 1, 2 difference. Okay. 1 second. Just wait. Okay, see here. Next operation. See, you can use a difference operator also. Sorry. Different function. Difference. x1 dot here difference. Difference function. In that you can pass x2. What is out? Oh, sorry. This is 1 second. x1 equal to 1, 2, 3. x2 equal to flower brace 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm performing difference, right? x1 dot difference. 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 I'm passing the argument x2. Next, what is the answer you are going to get? 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Now let us see symmetric difference. Symmetric difference. Okay. Next function. Sorry. Next operator in set. I'm talking about set. In set. Symmetric operation. Here x1. Here XOR operator you need to give for symmetric difference. Okay. XOR operator. Is that XOR operator? x1 XOR operator. XOR operator x2. See, symmetric difference. I'm talking about symmetric difference. What you are going to get? Symmetric difference. See here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 4, 5. That means excluding the common element. What is the common element in x1 and x2? See the Venn diagram. 3 is a common element. Here, what you got the answer for symmetric difference? For symmetric difference, see, What the operator you are going to use for symmetric difference? See here, XOR operator. This operator you are going to use. Okay. See what is the output? It will exclude the common element. Common element. Common elements are excluded. And remaining all the elements from x1 and x2 will be displayed. What is the common element? 3. 3 exclude it. And what are the remaining elements from x1 and x2? 1, 2, 4, 5. That is what you got output. Now, using method, let us see using method. Okay. Using method, let us see using method. Symmetric difference method you need to use. x1 dot symmetric. Sy symmetric underscore difference of x2. Enter. See, same output you have given, right? Now, in symmetric difference, you cannot pass, see here, you cannot pass here string or integers. You cannot pass it, but remaining in previous functions, you can pass. Like union, you can pass, okay? In union function, you as an argument, you can pass a string, you can pass a tuples, you can pass it. In intersection also, you can pass it. But coming in difference also, you can pass it as an argument. You can pass a string, or you can pass here. I'm talking about the arguments which you are going to pass. Okay, you can pass a set variable. You can pass a string. You can pass a tuple. Okay, all immutable objects you can pass. Coming to symmetric difference, you cannot pass strings or integers or whatever it may be. You have to pass only sets. Okay. Now let us see. Okay, x1, x2, x3, x1, x2, x3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, see here, there are 3 set. x1 set, x2 set, x3 set. I am defining it. Already x1, x2 I have created, right? Now x3, I am creating x3. x3 equal to 5, 5, 6, 7. Now see the Venn diagram, you will understand what are the common objects from x1, x2. There is a common object like 3. Coming to x2 and x3, there is a common object like 5. Now let us see. Now, yes, okay. Union, x1 union. See, now you can pass 1, 2 or more. Okay, two or more sets you can pass like this. x1 or operator, x2 or operator, x3. What you will get? Union, right? Repeated elements will display only once. Okay. See, if you want to pass more sets, just you can use like this: x1 or operator, x2 or operator, x3. Okay. Now let us see in function how can you pass it. Let us see. x1 dot union x2 comma x3. You can give like this. If you want to pass more operator, if you want to pass more set, there are x1 set, x2 set, x3 set. Okay, if you want to pass like this, comma, use comma operator. x2, x1 dot union function x2 comma x3. What it will give? It will give all the elements from x1, x2 and x3. Here repeated elements will be displayed only once. Okay, see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope you understood, students. Is it clear, set? Set concept, is it clear for you? Have you understood? Okay, please practice it. You can practice in Python ideally, or you can practice in online compiler, Jupyter, online Jupyter. Okay. Next, operators are completed. Dictionary. Let us see dictionary. It's very simple. Let us see dictionaries. See, in a dictionary, here elements are nothing but pair of elements. Okay, here elements are pair. Okay, you are going to give some pair. See, first see here. See the example. First, I will explain example. You can understand that time. See here. See, d equal to d is nothing but it is a variable. Here, you have just like said, you have to use open square. What is this? Open flower brace. Open flower brace, close flower brace. Inside this, you need to give some pair of values. How to give some pair of values? See, here value 1 colon value 2. Here value 1 is considered as a key. Value 2 is considered as a value of that key. Okay, here you are going to give some key and that value. Here key is mapped to that value. Okay, our value is mapped to that key. Once again, see, in dictionaries you can give the elements or nothing but pair of elements. Okay, first value is nothing but key and then colon, give colon and give value. Here key is mapped to that value. Okay, see the example, you can understand. See, I have given 10 colon Kamala. Kamal. Okay, 10 colon Kamal, comma, open flower brace, 10 colon Kamal. Here 10 is nothing but it is a key. 10 is a key. Here value is nothing but Kamal, comma. Next, what I have given? 11 colon Pranav, something like that. Here 11 is a key. Okay, see here 10 is a key. Kamal is a value. Here Pranav is a value. 11 is a keys. Here what are all keys? Here 10 is a key. 11 is a key. 12 is a key. And what are the values? Kamal is a value. Pranav is a value. And Hasan is a value. Here Kamal is a value of which key? Kamal is a value of key 10. Kamal is a value of key 10. Okay. Pranav is a value of which key? Pranav is a value of key 11. Okay. Next, Hasin is a value of which key? 12. Key 12. Okay. 10, 11, 12 are keys. Kamal, Pranav, Hasin are values. Key colon value comma key colon value. Okay, like that you need to give. Now, if you want to display, see, for example, if you want to display the key value, okay, for example, think that 10 is a roll number, 11 is a roll number, 12 is a roll number, and value is roll number name. Okay, think like that. Now, if you want to display roll number 10 value or roll number 10 name, just use, what is this? Just use variable name D. D is a variable name, open square bracket, close square bracket, then give only value. For example, 10. I want to know the name of this roll number 10. Okay. Now, D of 10. What is the output you will get? Value, Kamal. Okay. Only keys you can give. You can't give values inside slicing operator like D of Kamal. You can't give. Okay. It will generate error. Just only keys you are going to just keys. Give keys. You will get the output as values. Okay. See, if you want to update, you can update like this. D of 10 equal to something Lavanya. You can give something like this. Okay. It will be updated. 10 key will be updated. Okay. 10 key will be updated. You can give like this. This is the dictionaries. It's an example for map. Dictionary is a pair of values which contains keys and values. If you want to display key value, then just give variable name and then key. This is a key. This is a key. value will be displayed. If you want to update keys value, just give d of 10 equal to some value. Give that. Kamal will be replaced by Lavanya. Is it clear, students? Did you understood? Did you understand? Set and dictionary concepts, is it clear for you? Please respond. Is it clear? Is the concepts are clear? Did you understand? Students, you need to respond.
Okay, ma'am.
Only one student. Only one student is there in the class. Okay, remaining concept. Next programs I will teach in the next class. Let us see.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So